Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I want to be sharing, are dedicated wheel soaps really that worth it? So I'm going to be doing a test today to really determine dedicated wheel soaps. I have this one from Ammo. I have another one coming from Yum that I'll be doing a comparison of Ammo versus Yum, so stay tuned for that. But I'm just going to spray this on the wheel. I'm not going to agitate it. I'm going to rinse it off. I want to see how clean it can get. And I want to be able to compare it to another product, Koch Chemie Actifoam. I believe that's what it's called. Let me just make sure. Yeah, so I've actually been using Actifoam, and I've been using it with Green Star a little bit, but I'm gonna do this in just my foam cannon. So I'm gonna try to measure out the same amount of water, same amount of product, and see if Actifoam actually cleans better than Ammo. Now, Ammo is a pH of 4, and at that point, I go, if it's that low on the pH scale, other than lubricity, is it really cleaning the wheels? So I'm just gonna spray these on, rinse them off, and see if one cleans better than the other. I have a feeling Actifoam is gonna do that, and then stick around for another video where I'll compare two dedicated wheel foams. But in my opinion, what I'm after is, why should I buy this product if the pH is low and all it is lubricious and it's not cleaning things off and I still have to agitate it really heavily? What's the purpose in doing it? So today's video, we're gonna find that out. Okay, and for this test, we're gonna be doing the back wheels on my 2025 Hyundai Elantra N. Hopefully they're just about as dirty on each side, so they're equal. Definitely get a ton of brake dust, as you guys can see down there, and that's what is on my finger. So I'm just gonna try to coat the wheel the best that I can, and then we're gonna rinse it off, and then we're gonna do a paper towel test to see if one wheel actually gets cleaner than the other. So this is Ammo Detail Supply Brute. I've liked a lot of their products. As you can see here, it's a low pH of 4 and give you strength needed to clean dirt from rims. So these products are going to require agitation. I'm just curious to see, like, do they actually take stuff off without having to touch them? So I'll just cover this wheel and we'll let these dwell for the same amount of time as I do the Koch Chemie Actifoam and the Brute wheel cleaner. So suds wise, you guys can see here, great. My theory is I just think these are more for lubricity's sake, but we'll let the results try to speak for themselves on here. I will note these wheels are protected a little bit with CarPro Hydrolite, so just a spray on rinse off sealant. So I don't know, I think they should do pretty light work of it, but I recently did an acid cleaner on these wheels and sprayed them off, and they still were quite dirty. So anyways, I have covered this thing very, very well. Let's go ahead and time this, and we'll fast forward to me rinsing these off. All right, let's go ahead and rinse off the Brute side. Left it on here as long as I possibly could without drying. So you can see some of the hydrophobics from the Hydrolite still there, but we'll see after we rinse this off how well each product did. So I'll go ahead and skip ahead. We'll go over to the other side, spray off the Koch Chemie, and I'll bring you guys back here for the final results with the paper towel and picking some random spokes and barrels, parts on the barrel, to see if one product, a dedicated wheel soap, actually removed more than just kind of your standard, more high pH soap. So theoretically, based on pH, Koch Chemie should. I did see a lot of good browning coming off of the Ammo side, a lot of contaminants being pulled down. So we'll see if that's actually showing in the results. So let's go ahead and skip ahead till then. All right, and let's do the Actifoam side here on the rear wheel. Spray on, rinse off, see which one cleans better. It is worth noting, like I mentioned earlier, this is a pH of 9.5, so not a dedicated wheel soap, so to say. And you guys can see here, this back wheel is just as dirty. Down here in the barrel, you guys can see on my finger, super dirty. So technically, theoretically, this isn't a wheel soap, but it's meant for a lot of different surfaces. You can use it on wheels, but I want to see if this cleans better than a dedicated wheel soap. Based on the pH level, it should, but let's go ahead and see. I will note, Brute did have a good scent to it, kind of more of just a masculine scent. I will say Actifoam is a little bit stronger, kind of more of a sandalwood cologne scent. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and coat this very heavily, just like I did the Brute side. Let it sit on here for the same time and dwell, and see which one actually cleans off better, cleans off more dirt, and makes the wheel more clean. So definitely good clinging. The Car Pro is making it slide off of there, my protection on the wheels. So go ahead and make sure this gets coated up really good, just like the other side. All right, so definitely heavily coated. We'll go ahead, let this do its thing, and we'll rinse them off and do the paper towel test. All right, and this is me rinsing off the Koch Chemie side. One thing to note, is it's kind of dried. We'll see how well this is actually cleaned, but kind of looks like there's a film on it. I could kind of see my mark in the barrel, so my initial reactions right here is that I actually might be wrong and that a dedicated wheel soap actually does clean better even though it's a low pH, but we'll go ahead and see what the results actually show. But this is me rinsing off Koch Chemie. Let's go ahead to the paper towel test. All right, let's go ahead and test the dedicated wheel soap and see. I believe this is where I wiped the wheel so you can see without any agitation. You guys can see here, there's still a ton of stuff on these, and they're not proclaiming to be a spray on rinse off, but my question is why do I need a dedicated wheel soap if regular soap's going to clean just as good, or something with more pH? So let's go ahead and test a spoke. Right there, you can see what it left there. Go ahead and fold it, and let's do another spoke. Right there, you guys can see. And let's go ahead and do the wheel liner, the wheel. All right, that's what it's like there in the wheel. So you guys can get an idea of what that is doing. Let's go over to the Koch Chemie side. We'll leave this here. I kind of folded it in fours, but let's go ahead, do 2 spokes and the wheelbarrow, and we will see which one is cleaner or dirtier. Okay, here is the Koch Chemie side. So that's on the spoke. Let's go ahead and do another spoke. That's there. And then let's go in and do inside the wheel here. Oh, let me get a different side. That's what that looks like. Let's go ahead and compare the paper towels next to each other, but I am not seeing a reason to have a dedicated wheel soap. This is the ammo side, and let me unfold the Koch Chemie side. So, based on looking at this, holding it up in the light, the spokes, I'd say they're pretty even. I'd say maybe the Koch Chemie cleaned a little bit better. It's not as dark, but, and the Koch Chemie should, because it's a higher pH, but other than lubricity, I really don't understand the need for a wheel soap. You guys let me know if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong in my test. But yeah, here, and I'll hold this up to the light. This is the Koch Chemie side. So up against white paint. And then here is the ammo side. I just don't see a difference. So I really don't know the need to buy dedicated wheel soaps. Let me know why I'm wrong, guys.